right, nice job. Good set. Let's do some social kick.
All right. Welcome, everyone. This is the Social Kick Podcast. I'm John Mullen. I'm joined here with a few of my good friends.
Brian Lundquist.
Luke Paddington.
And with the beautiful red curtain behind them, who do we have?
It's me. It's Justin. I'm at home.
What is up with that curtain?
Are you in a cinema?
I don't know. I mean, if you look, it's just the curtains we have at home here. I'm at my trusty desk that I've had forever.
Like an old school theater.
Yeah, I guess it does kind of look like that now that I think about it, but it's a good little backdrop, takes away from the distraction, I guess.
Yeah, Justin, what are you drinking and why are you home?
Feeling a little under the weather. Just want to be a little precautionary with the whole coronavirus thing going on. So thought I'd stay home from work, and I'm drinking an old trusty bottle of water to stay hydrated.
There you go. Well, feel better, my friend. What are you guys drinking?
Beer.
You tell me.
Yeah, one of my patients, he's a physician at the VA, so we've had long talks about coronavirus lately. He brewed some beer at home and gave me a brown beer. What do we think?
I like it.
I liked it.
Okay.
I'm actually drinking both right now. We're also drinking Founder Solid Gold Premium Lager, which you can't see on the screen.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, no, it's coming through. It looks nice.
It's not bad.
Well, speaking of quarantining Justin for being sick, coronavirus hit swimming, NCAA swimming pretty hard here today.
The world's falling apart.
Yeah, so a lot's going on. We're obviously all affected here in the Bay Area with Luke, you working from home permanently?
Yeah, Montreal work at home for
Do
next
you
2
work
weeks.
though? Do you really ever work though?
This is work. This is work.
I feel like
What's
travel-
work, Luke?
You're not working right
Yeah,
now.
travel is my work. No, it's been odd to be, have social distancing at the workplace and to be working at home. But luckily, the company I work for, they're really, really good at encouraging you to work at home, and they have good technology and tools that allow that, which I've been enjoying. And really good communication, really good, just open transparency between what to expect, what we want you to do, and be careful. So it's not about you; it's about how you affect other people, and that's what I've really been enjoying. What the message has been.
It's very on trend for you to talk about social distance.
I know.
We're not out of the office yet.
No, you're not. Is it not? It's voluntary or it's mandatory?
Voluntary, banned travel.
Domestic and international.
Yeah,
that's the first thing we did, and then we did the mandatory.
And they took away the salad bar.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hitting hard.
Took away the salad bar? No.
Yeah,
It's really, it hasn't been that big of a thing.
Tragic.
Front for me yet, but yeah, we live really close to a lot of the action in California.
Yeah, I've had Google
kinda weird.
patients tell me they don't know how to make all these meals for themselves at home.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
I know, yeah, it's true.
Well, on a swimming level, personally, the pool that we all swim at, they will be closed from tomorrow for the next 2 weeks, and that's the first high school I know of in the area that's going to be closed. I mean,
There's been plenty of other high school closed in the area.
Our area, though. I mean, it's
down south.
No. Probably some of the other private high schools like a Bellarmine or Notre Dame, they're probably closed. I wouldn't be surprised. I probably would have found it today if I was at work.
There's gyms closing. I know that there's some work offices when they close the gym, even if they don't close the whole office. You want to lead any online workouts?
Yeah, definitely. We have online workouts already going
Live?
We have a live 5:30.
But I want
in the morning.
Mhm.
But I want to
We
put
started
the
this past week.
I don't even know this.
It's all right. This is a new thing. We're figuring it out, in all honesty, and it's not like meant to be done at home yet.
Mhm.
But anyways,
What is this again?
it's supposed to be a brown.
Like an ale?
Yeah, I think like a Newcastle-esque.
Newcastle.
All right.
Yeah.
I love the Swim article on how chlorine is probably helpful for disinfecting and stopping any viral infections, right? And
Yeah.
I thought swimming is safer. Obviously, it's the environment you swim around, but swimming itself is decent, right? The chlorine levels, most of the chlorine levels are above the.
Yeah, that's what they're
Great.
saying, but I think around here, it's any gatherings, everyone's being really precautious with everything. So
I can't
don't know.
swim. There's no NBA for the rest of the season. The Warriors are
Well,
still.
it's postponed. Let's be
The
clear,
Warriors
it's
are
postponed.
this week alive.
Mhm.
Consecutive NBA finals, so we're good.
And the NHL is also postponed, supposedly. But
Let's get back to swimming here.
And so
Yeah, it affects swimming.
well, so the NCAA,
swimming, yeah.
it doesn't.
Because
Because the news they said
precedents.
was that, who knows what's going to happen 2 weeks from now, and if the tone changes, but Yeah, at least what I read was that they banned basically like limiting competition to family and close friends. So that's pretty much how NCAA's is anyway, because there's no big venue big enough to allow anybody else in.
Correct.
So like a lot of the conference meets there weren't big. I mean, there's very few pools that can allow a big enough crowd that more than family and very close friends would be able to attend anyway.
But why are they doing that?
No spectators.
Will they test
Sure.
you as you
Did
enter?
that come out today?
Yeah, I thought today
Yeah.
they said
Oh,
no
okay.
spectators. Like,
Yeah. They're limiting spectators only right now.
They'll test
And-
all people who are attending. You have to get tested to attend. Because there's a cruise that's going on right now. Richard Branson is launching one of his cruises, and they're not allowed to leave the cruise ship. And everybody who entered the cruise ship had to get tested, and when they leave, they got tested. And that's what I'm checking it safe. Will they do that the same at venues? You suspect? Like they test the athletes before?
I
No,
would think so. If they,
I don't know. I read today that in the U.S. there's millions of tests available, so there's no shortage of tests. Everybody can get tested,
Yeah, my father-in-law got tested.
allegedly. So,
But
yeah, I don't know.
But so if NCAA has just banned spectators from March Madness, that's holding true right now.
That is true.
I suspect they're gonna fall through now because the NBA just suspended it. But that's an NCAA precedent they're setting for swimming might follow on too.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. So, I mean, the crowd's so small, the energy on the deck would still be actually pretty cool, I think. And I think it'd be an awesome event. It'd be something that everybody would remember for their whole life.
big
Not
time.
that it's like a great thing to be happening, but
Indeed.
I think you'd remember the intensity of that NCAAs with nobody in the stands.
Okay, and I
Again,
guess
all the
having-
teams are
Oh
still-
yeah.
Your team, like only hearing your team getting behind you, that would be interesting,
That could
right?
be kind of
Kind of hear like who's cheering for you. That'd be pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Just kind of single out who's like actually cheering for you.
Here's a heavy question, guys. John, would you swim faster or slower if there's nobody in the crowd watching you? Would you swim faster or slower? It would make a difference.
Did you ever swim at a last chance meet?
Yeah,
It would make no difference, right?
I don't think it would make a difference, but I've had a few opportunities to compare it to. I've done like a few time trials at the end of meets. I remember one vividly when I was 14. I had like the best swim of my life.
And
But
were people watching you?
There was like no one there.
Okay, so it didn't matter who was watching you and you still performed well.
Yeah, yeah.
What if that happened to the NBA? What if we told NBA players, listen, you guys, I want you to play a game of
I think about
basketball.
NBA with you.
Well, I'm thinking professional sports. Would they still perform well if there was no TV audience or no live audience? Would they still go on and ball as though they're on the corner of the streets? It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And what was
They would.
the greatest play ever, almost, Will Chamberlain's 100, was not televised. Nobody ever saw it. In a little tiny gym in Philly. And it's got 100.
People,
It'd be
So
interesting,
there were
right?
people in the crowd for that, though.
Yes, but it was not televised.
people would still perform well because I think they're still competing against
And
each
I love to
other.
see
There's
that.
people there.
Yeah.
So I just think it would be a different energy
Right.
there. Like, but yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. But I hope they can still swim. Hope everyone's safe, obviously. But yeah, I guess to be continued.
Yeah.
So
We'll
much.
see if the whole week gets canceled.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is still, like you said, every hour different stuff is breaking out
Yeah.
or breaking news.
Well,
And
but-
a few teams, yeah. And
Harvard.
a few teams have already said they're not going to go to the meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the Ivies and things like that. Harvard and who else do we
Penn.
have here?
Well, so Harvard's the only team that's confirmed. I got to confirm, but I heard through the mix that Penn is having their kids leave. All the kids at the school must leave campus by March 15th, I believe, is the date.
Yeah, I think Princeton might be out too, but yeah.
Wait, they have to leave
nonetheless.
campus on March 15th? How are they going to write finals?
So they're gonna do. So another kid I know that's at American U. So they're gonna just do online classes. So like my professors did this when I was in college. Like they'll just film their lecture basically, and then you just watch and do the assignments, and then you just kind of communicate via email. Say if you have any questions for a professor.
So in 2009, 9 or 10, maybe 2010, men's NCAAs, there were like, I want to say the Stanford team and maybe Arizona had a bunch of guys on a flight that
Oh,
they had a bunch of people get sick. And it was enough
I
people that
remember
got
this.
sick that they delayed the start of the meet for a day.
One day, right?
So this is a very different situation, but it's still not without precedent. the NCAA looked at the situation and gone, okay, let's be cautious and take a different approach. So I think that's further to it could be down to the minute before the meet starts that some things could change, and maybe it's delayed, maybe they shake out how it happens. But yeah, I just realized that was a weird time that everybody had to kind of just adapt and okay. I already shaved down because I was going to race tomorrow, and now I got an off day. What am I going to do? I did my stinger yesterday. It's just a little weird, but
Big Ten's had a similar thing where snow prevented us or all the teams from getting there safely.
Okay.
So half the teams got there, half didn't, and they pushed it a day.
Wow.
So things happen. I mean, do we want to have any brainstormed ideas on how to do a virtual NCAA championships? Everyone comes at their own pool at the same time.
Honestly, yes.
I watched at your home pool
earlier, where he's talking about, hey, if they cancel the meet, we'll do our own meet or something like that. And the first thought that popped into my mind was, could they host a virtual NCAAs and call it an NCAA champion just based on the times?
Sure. I mean,
no live racing, but all times.
And pools are standardized, times are standardized. So
mostly,
but it's the element of racing that they will see.
10% current found in the University of Texas pool during NCAA time trials.
Yes,
I'm kidding.
What if they synced it? It was all in the same time too.
You're watching
would be
20 screens.
a great idea.
Like basketball tournament. That'd be so nuts. 50 free. Imagine trying to watch many screens of the 50 free.
Well, how much faster do you swim by yourself in your own lane, head down, just going for it 50 free versus you on the blocks next to your arch rival and you guys just going it side by side? What's a better environment to get good fast in?
I don't know.
Both pretty fast, right?
I don't know, man.
Pools though have these like crazy big screens now.
Yeah.
That would be so cool if you have this virtual video game setup. Yeah, teammates are on the pool deck like cheering for you like you're in the final, and it's right there. Live streaming.
That is true. If you had,
and then you look up at the board just to see like everybody else's swim.
Or it's like, oh no, you gotta go like 18-6 to make the top 16. We gotta strategize.
Or it's like you on the block.
That'd be so ridiculous.
Which is different than how it works at NCs. Like you don't have your whole team right behind your lane. It's just you, the only one in the pool.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you get pretty pumped up.
Hell yeah, that would be great.
I feel like
people go nuts just with like practice, let alone if something was on the line, like NCAAs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, kids and people go nuts just to get out of practice 5 minutes early.
It'd be sad though if we only had like 2 final swims.
Well, that's how it goes.
Oh my god, it's like. So how would they do the final swims then? Because then the times would be all like, just the timing of it would be all weird, right? Or just like they just go, "Hey, you're going out right now in this heat, ready to go."
Yeah,
and then they just score it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're so sad you didn't win this time.
So anyway, the rest of the world's still swimming.
Yeah, kind of
for now.
All
the meets that haven't been canceled yet.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. Anyone else have anything else to add about NCAAs or coronavirus?
It must be so hard training and laying the foundation to get ready for the Olympics, and you have your plan in swimming, and your plan is based on this meet and this step, and also there's uncertainty behind it. It must be a level of uncertainty and ease that you don't know, because
anxiety.
The stress, anxiety for sure. Like you don't know if you're going to train, you don't know if your teammates have it even. Anyway.
So we'll see.
Good on you.
But past weekend,
good racing in Des Moines.
Yeah, there was some good racing. We already talked about a few races like Katie Ledecky getting that meet started off with some fast swims. Any big? What was your big takeaway?
Well, did you watch Michael Andrews 2 a.m.?
Of course I did. I had to watch that. I made Carlene watch it. We were like watching TV, and I was like, "All right, Carlene, you ready to watch someone die really hard in the 200 IM?"
Oh, geez, I didn't watch it. I gotta watch it now.
156, you know?
Oh, you gotta watch it if you haven't, Justin. He's still
156.
Had a great swim.
That's one of the top swims by American. Well, top 6 swim American. It's amazing.
Yeah, with last 50 slower than the women.
How much faster do you think he could have gone if he had paced it a little better? You think it could have been 56 low? I think so.
He says,
I don't know. I really don't know what to expect with him. But I do think
he looked like he was going hard.
Oh, he was pushing
the first 100.
50. Yeah, he was out fast.
Yeah.
So
the way he came into the 100 wall and turned for breaststroke, it just looked to me like he was going
And
harder than you should be.
I didn't think his breaststroke looked kind of slow for how good of a breaststroke swimmer is. I mean, it is
Yeah.
the third leg, so I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what he could do in a 200
Right.
long course breast.
He's a
Right.
good best.
Yeah, for a guy who just went
He's a good
59 mid. What do you go? 59.4?
59.
59.
So I mean, that was
Was it 3 best times?
yeah.
Actually, but so you know what I was most impressed with from him out of that meet? 100 fly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
51.2 or
51.2.
51.3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Solid.
That's a big drop for him. And I think actually gives him a good shot to make the team
Yeah.
in the 100 fly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not have counted him in the mix in the 100 fly. I don't know if he said it's going to be on his schedule, and
It's gotta be.
I haven't looked at the
At
event.
this point,
Flats to make 100 fly, you think?
No, 50 flat?
I mean, I feel like
Caleb, him, Giles, Tom,
Not 50 flat.
if he gets under,
Maxine, don't count out Maxine.
Maxine, Faris.
Well, that's where he's at right now. I think
Mhm.
those 50 free, 2 IM, 100 fly, 100
100
breath.
breaths.
If he drops 0.2 to 0.5 in all those,
That's just a-
he's on the team,
yeah, and that's a better
Right?
chance than I would have thought that he had in the 100 fly.
right? 50 frees right there.
And he
100
didn't
flies
swim
right
the 100
there,
back at this meet.
100
either,
breasts
so-
is right there.
Yeah.
2 IM.
He says
It's
he has,
right
he has a
there.
new agent. I didn't read the article, but he has new agents helping him. What's that about?
It used to be his mom.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big.
That's weird, right? I don't understand that theory, but anyway.
I don't
But
know.
this is something to talk about. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, Michael Andrew had a great
Yeah,
good
that
meet.
yeah.
He might make 4 events.
To
Mhm.
clarify, his best 100 breast time is 59.3.
So,
Before the
Well,
meet,
solid.
And then he went 59.1.
men's 100 free was awesome.
Men's 100 free was good.
I mean,
Caleb and
Kennedy.
Adrian in the B
in
final.
the B
Yeah.
final,
That was fast.
Ryan came first.
Caleb's 50 free was fast.
Yeah.
Especially because he
Oh,
won early in the meet, except he won 147 low and the 2 free. That was awesome.
yeah,
Mhm.
And he came back on Townley,
yeah. O-Town.
which I mean, Caleb closes his races so well.
He does, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that was good. Let's see what else stood out from that meet. Yeah, you already
Reagan.
Becky.
Regan Smith.
Regan, man.
Reagan was fast.
Reagan was on fire.
107. But she was a 5,900 yard breaststroke in high school, I want to say.
Yeah, her 100 back was good. 200 back was great.
200 fly. He was a 206.
Flicking her and who else? And
Regan was fast, man.
Regan
Yeah.
had-
That was fast. That was just, I mean, that's dominating. So
That pool looked dark. It's a dark pool.
it's a
It did
YMC,
look
isn't
dark,
it?
yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's a YMC. Why Des Moines?
They
That's where
say
University of
this
Iowa
one's
is.
nice.
So assume I'm
Give
working.
me names.
Cody Miller said.
Assuming that we all know that we are friends with. She left Trinidad on a Wednesday morning by herself, flew to Des Moines, Iowa by herself to race by herself in the middle of Des Moines, Iowa.
But she's an adult.
But why Des Moines, Iowa?
Because
that's
they
where
put a
the-
good pool there.
Yeah, it's in America.
I know.
They put a
I know.
good pool
Sorry,
there
no
'cause they
offense,
have
but
Land
But that
and a
takes a lot.
university there.
There's a
it's
university there. Just because
Get
we
over
haven't
it.
traveled to Iowa.
Get
just-
I
over
was
it.
very impressed that Cheryl did that. I was kudos to her and all those swimmers who go out and do that. So I don't know.
I mean, it's a pro
It's-
swim. It's a
big
it's
meet.
It's a city.
There's
You-
a lot of names.
Middle of
honestly,
winter.
you can say the same thing about Omaha. That's where Olympic trials is.
Big time.
And
Yeah,
it's
you know what?
probably different.
And we
Yeah.
did say about that Omaha in the first couple of years after IU PUI pool was no longer the trials pool.
Yeah, yeah.
We did say, why are you going to Omaha? And it
Middle of the
established
country.
ourselves. Yeah,
People
No,
get behind it. But yeah.
Which is a good reason for Iowa too, because it's easy to get to.
yeah, it's easy.
But yeah, I know we looked at Regan Smith's Olympic trial schedule last time. I mean, her schedule, Michael Andrews' schedule. Dressel,
Okay,
is Dressel going to do the 200 free on
No,
the schedule?
So is she 200 IM? No. What's he gonna do? 50-1 and one fly? 50-1, one fly, and 3 relays. Is he gonna do?
But you're not doing
Yeah.
relays at
You
trials.
don't have to do relays at all. Kyle.
But he's thinking of his Olympic
Mhm.
sheet, right? So is it 50-1, the one
I
fly?
think he might do
What
the
else
2
we
free
do?
at trials.
does it overlap with the 100 fly though?
Why would he do the 2 free trials when he can do a 2 free time trial at the camp for the Olympics?
Well, he
Like
could
what
do,
Michael did.
he could do it. He could do it with prelims, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Did Michael like lay down like a
So Phelps- that's
147 or
what-
something?
Because I think
In a way, that's what Phelps did.
Right.
He did prelims on the 100 free, and he went 47.7.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think.
And then what?
And then that was it. But that was enough. And then at the Olympics, he let off the relay.
And that's where I think Dressel is with this 2 free, where Phelps is with the 100 free, where it's like, oh, is Phelps
That's right.
good at the 100 free? We don't know.
That's right,
Is Caleb good enough in the 200 free? We don't know.
Yeah,
We
that's a good
think they
example,
could
yeah.
be, but
But
it's
you
not
want
like
him
a
when you
slam
really-
dunk
I
for
think
sure.
he's proven that he is.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially men's right now.
Reliable.
Who do we have? Who can go? Who are 4 guys who go 146?
I wish I could name them.
4 guys can go 146. We have 2.
Like Crony,
Peroni, Zach Apple,
Suckazar?
Townley.
Star, it could be a dark
Star.
horse in there.
Yeah. All those guys.
Townley?
Selskar's been 45. Townley's been 45. So you've already got some guys, and we didn't say Dean Ferris in that.
It's
I
just-
don't know-
you're right,
I don't know
you're
if
right.
they finished the
You're right.
200
It's just
long
who's
course.
hitting, right?
Yeah.
Right, those guys. have been-
Is Rooney doing the 200 now, or is he down to 100 fly,
100
100
fly,
free?
100 free,
Probably
probably.
100 fly, 100 free.
Well,
depending
yeah.
on-
In that race that can definitely do some damage. Even
That's
Zane,
better-
Zane, depending on if he's up or down, has been.
Yeah. I don't see Ryan doing it either, and I don't even see him wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Eh,
I don't know.
We'll
I'm
see.
still on the fence with Lochte going to make the Olympic team.
yeah.
Speaking of Lochte,
I'd say
There-
I'm on the outside of the fence right now, but
me too. There was this there's an A-Rod show on like MSNBC, and Rocky was on it, and it was talking about like mismanage of finances and how to have your finances all lined up when your pro career is over, and A-Rod
Oh.
comes in to kind of fix
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
finances.
so-
and
so-
things. You saw it?
No,
no, I read an article maybe about
Yeah.
that happening, but I haven't seen the show.
Yeah.
So Ryan was one of the subjects.
Yep. It's
Subjects
worth a
of-
watch.
I didn't realize the
interesting.
premise of
Oh God.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much like, I think the comment of the takeaway from it was, Ryan, when was the last time you looked in your bank account? 6 years ago,
6 years ago.
something like that.
Dear
gotta-
Lord.
Yep.
Did I tell you I went to? Well, I went and partied at the Florida Georgia game with him and the crew.
He was
one
kind to
time.
you, isn't he?
Yeah, he was super kind. He paid for.
When I was when
Yeah.
we did a training trip in Florida, I think it must have been his senior year, but I think he must have already been on the Olympics then. He was super nice to us and had a good time with them.
My
At the Santa-
interactions with him were all
at the
great.
Santa
My
Clara-
point was that I went down there and he paid for the weekend. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, and I watched him pay for all these meals for his boys. And so that the financial
Not
thing
shocking,
isn't
huh?
surprising.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
definitely.
you just
I don't know him well though. so
Yeah.
I can't claim that. Yeah.
But anyways, other takeaway, just because we talked about him a while ago, was Brent Hayden.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
thanks. Yeah. I wouldn't have expected Hayden to come back and go 21 and 53.
I mean, he's only been training for 6 months after 7.5 years off.
It's been that long off.
7.5 years off. He's been training only
Wow.
6 months. His best time was a 22.4 and then 22.2. And he swam this meet. He went 21.9.
No, he had been 21.6 or 21.7 and 21.9.
No, sorry, his best time since he came back.
Oh, since he came back.
Since he came
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Since he came back.
yeah.
And that's really impressive for a guy. I've been following Instagram and see his strength training he's doing, his focus and technique. He's fixing
You
his
need to follow
starts.
him on. You can get on Reddit. He literally posts a bunch of stuff on Reddit. He posted this film. He's
Oh, you
answering.
mentioned that.
He's
I-
answering
I
comments
missed
to
this.
people on Reddit.
Good on him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's having fun with it, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How old is he
Super
now?
cool. 36.
36.
21-9.
21.9 after 7 years off, but he was obviously doing CrossFit and
Whatever.
yoga, whatever. Still.
Whatever though. Still, that's.
I'm gonna get back in and swim next year.
And he was a 100 free guy.
You calling it?
You know,
Hey,
well,
I would love
honestly,
to
he
see it push back.
and I have the best times though. I didn't realize this when they listed his
Well,
2009 time. I tied with him.
Oh, really?
We were tied in world rankings that year. 21.73
When
Wow.
Hayden, you heard it. Brian Lundquist is calling you out
All
1
right.
year from now.
from a world champion.
Ryan, was this the super suit era?
40
47.
when he won bronze. What are you talking about?
What is his? He won bronze 100 free, no?
Yes.
The Olympics.
Worlds,
He
Worlds.
won worlds.
Worlds. He won Worlds and yeah, he won Worlds. What did he go? 47 mid?
40. No, 48.
47.27. I got
Huh?
you. 47.2709.
47-2-7 in 2009.
No. That's not the year he won though.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Year he won was 07.
But and he got a bronze in the Olympics.
Yes, I
He got
believe
bronze in
he.
the Olympics. That's when he
Yes,
got
and I
bronze.
think he tied. No, Lezak tied Caesar in 08. I don't know what.
Because
It's
that was his
12
strength.
maybe.
His strength was 100, wasn't it, at the time?
Definitely.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he won worlds in the 100. And I think that was 2007. So
No,
anyway,
kudos,
and
man.
that year it would have been 48 something.
Who is he training with? Do we know? I mean, is he on his own? Is he doing a Lezak?
It's
Is he?
previously with UBC, but
Yeah, Tom Johnson.
Yeah.
Probably. But
His videos he posts on Reddit are, and the pool's pretty empty, but there
Mm.
are a few other people in, so it looks to be a little more
a very Lizakian
training.
approach.
Yeah, so I don't know, but pretty awesome.
That is awesome. I love it. I want to see more of it.
Definitely.
Also, let's not forget he won a 49.46 in the Des Moines meet in a time trial. Looks like, yeah, time trial.
Which ain't bad.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
pretty good.
I mean, he's got time to keep working on it. He's
Not
got the
far with
speed,
21,
obviously.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, but
Hey,
just to,
oh, he's
that he's
12 Olympian or bronze medalist.
so Canadian Olympic team to make it, he still has to go the A standard at trials. If no one goes the A standard at trials, it said that he could get in by selection by going the A standard.
oh, there's somebody does
There's
standard
no
at
way.
trials.
I don't see anybody in
Beating him in
Canada
the 50.
going
No.
A standard at trials.
We had a tough time naming.
No, but it's
People
interesting.
last
So
time.
last week I was in Trinidad. I was in Trinidad last week for a wedding, and there were a bunch of Canadian swimmers there at the wedding, and they all were talking about Yuri Crystal, Marcus Tomaya, and how fast they're growing. But none of those guys are faster than 49s. I mean, Marcus Tomaya went 148 in the 200 perhaps, but nobody's growing under 22 in the 50.
Yeah.
In Canada.
That's fast. Simple as that.
So
Simple as that.
All right. Any other takeaways from Des Moines, other than why is the pool there?
why is the pool there? It's a hard place to go for these people, but kudos. I mean,
All right. Well, then we had Pac-12 men finish up.
Mhm.
Cal killed it.
Reece.
Reece, some fast
Reece
time.
was on fire.
What do we think about his Olympic chances? Yeah, is he not a long course guy? Simple as that.
We
Or
haven't
he's like a 150 guy. He's like a
4
good
years
200
ago.
yards long, 200 yards swimmer, but not a good 200 long course swimmer, and not enough speed for the
He
100.
reminds me of Seta Scouts 4 years ago. When Seta Scout was burning it up, but just not there on the international scene as yet.
I still think there's a
Sure.
crowded enough, but field in the 100 breast.
There's a lot of people. It's just not.
There's a lot. I just wouldn't put him in that A group.
I mean, what's his best 100 breast long course? I think he's broken
I
that.
think 00.
Yeah.
low.
So he's still got a
Still
second to
chunk.
go
I
about.
mean, it's not a fast 100 breaststroke field.
No, but
So if there were any event where you'd say an outsider has a shot to come in and just kind of
I have no idea who's
Do
going to make that team or not.
some
Yeah, 0005 is his best.
Great fish, man. Yeah, don't look at his results from Des Moines.
no.
Oh, no.
You went?
Oh, he was so dead.
He's not on here.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
beat up.
All good.
But yeah. All right, so that's all we have from Pac-12's. Other stuff in the news, we had ISL team changes and things like that.
It's interesting.
You want to talk about the love connection that you can't quit talking about, Luke?
I just mentioned that
Quit talking about.
it was interesting.
You love the gossip.
You do.
I do.
Well, he follows everyone on Instagram.
No, but
All these like
I dated Laura.
gossip bits right now.
Lori and had a child, Mano, and now Pinel is dating Flora, her brother.
Mhm.
It's just it's very incestuous.
Riveting.
And we all know it's just incestuous. Why I thought about it
What's
actually,
incestuous about that? What?
we all dated each other when we swam. Not
Wait, but
us
who?
three, but
for that to be incestuous, like one of the others would have had to date a female.
why
Or
didn't you
Flora.
know in terms of swimmers? Why we
Just
all
a brother
we
and
all
sister who
dated
both had
swimmers. We all dated swimmers. Yes, we did.
Moving on.
Moving on.
ISL team being named. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean that was named a while ago. I thought.
Yeah.
So we'll see who's
They haven't had a
on
team
it.
yet. We don't have a name for them
I
yet.
think the big news is.
People leaving the breakers.
Sorry, Justin, your breakers are falling apart. They're breaking up.
I know.
Beating breakers.
But now Andrew's on fire, man. They need to recruit right
And
now.
the rest of their team's like on the stand.
I call tampering.
I think people online are just commenting about how there's no real clear vision about how free agency's working, what
No.
salaries are, and pretty much a bunch of good swimmers seem to be going to Energy Standard.
Right.
So
They can still only swim the same number as everyone else, so it's Well, I don't, as far as I know, there's not a maximum to how many people you can carry on the roster, but there's a maximum of how many you can race.
I think there is a
suit up for the
maximum
meet.
roster,
Jeez.
too, actually.
Everybody.
So
So yeah, we'll see how it pans out. But I mean,
Mhm.
I'm curious to see what happens with post NCAA's. Is there going to be big signings? Like,
For some unknowns or young guys.
I want
Or
them to
just-
publish people that get released from a contract.
Michael Andrew gets released from the New York Breakers.
not
I
happening.
want to see who gets cut.
I mean, who are going to be the big NCAA seniors that get drafted or picked or whatever we want to call it, signed in the ISL?
Is Reece a senior?
No,
He's a junior, right?
junior, sophomore.
What about Ferris? Is he a senior?
No, Ferris is taking a gap year. He's going to be a junior next year.
He's gonna be a junior.
Yeah.
Probably more on the women's side, right? You have Whitesell.
Yeah.
Healthy. Is she swimming NCs from what I'm seeing?
Wait,
Is Brown, Erica Brown, a senior?
yes.
Yes.
So definitely.
Young sophomore.
Beaton Nelson. What year is she?
Let me look.
She's got to be a senior. But men's side, I'm
She's
not.
dangerous short course. That'd be cool to see her in a
Short course majors,
ISL,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so we'll see what happens, or if we'll say, I don't know if Regan Smith goes pro after this Olympics or something crazy like that. That'd be
Honestly,
nuts.
man, I want to see. Well, I just hope that she's getting some good guidance on the financial outcome and comparison between
Have we had good decisions in the
earnings
last
and
5
lost
years?
earnings.
You know, you think of
Maybe.
Missy, you think of Katie.
Seems like getting into
You
that
think of
Stanford
Michael?
family though for at least like a year or two is the move.
Mm-hmm.
Because and doing what Ledecky did. So go for a couple of years, get in the network,
And then put out.
and then you're in, and then you can finish the degree, but pay a little bit.
But what if the
Sure,
NCAA
they'll make money.
laws about you able to benefit from companies using your image in California? So would that advantage people coming to California and Stanford?
Good question. I don't know how that works
Yeah, I
yet.
haven't heard from that in a little while. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out. Big
Yeah.
lingering question.
Crazy.
Yep, so we'll see. But nonetheless,
The Olympics are off.
ISL. I'm excited for ISL still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for
we
the
had the-
Olympics. I'm hoping the Olympics kick off.
The Olympics happen, Olympic trials.
We have until May. Dick Pound said that May is the last date which we can postpone the Olympics. Is that article I saw?
I think he was speculating though. There wasn't a hard date of a cutoff. It was just saying like, well,
Japan's trying not to postpone it. I mean, they're already.
of course they spent a ton of money into it.
big time. But yeah,
Hmm.
hopefully some swimming ahead.
All right,
Simple as that. I don't know. I
Simple as
hope
that.
he's safe and healthy and swims, and I don't know. That's all I have. Anyone have anything else?
No, nothing with the Soon Yang stuff. It's been very quiet on that.
His appeal. What is the appeal in process right now?
I have no idea.
TBD.
But no news lately. It's been very quiet.
Rumor, but I mean,
Said
it's
he's gonna, but
running out of time. I don't know how they're going to appeal something by the Olympics.
Mhm.
So we'll see. Well, good luck to everyone. Stay healthy, and if you're swimming a meet, swim fast.
All right, there you guys.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.